Viazi. 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 Hey guys, I'm Vanessa. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you part 1 of my 2-part series, how to make delicious sides using the humble potato. In German we call it... oh crap. So let's start with our first batch of potatoes. I'm going to be making Irish potatoes the Kenyan way because that's where I learned how to make them. In a pot, you want to add water, drop in a chicken stock cube and a tablespoon of salt. I also added some garlic cloves and I just dropped my potatoes in there. You want to bring this to a boil and cook until the potatoes are soft. Once they're soft, take them out and just cut them into 1-inch slices. If your potatoes aren't that big, you can just cut them in halves or even quarter them. Add your potatoes to some hot vegetable oil and fry them until they're crispy and golden and beautiful. Oh, I could eat them just like this. I'm such a waru fan. Hey Kenya. In a separate pan, you want to saute 1 sliced onion until it's slightly browned and add a tablespoon of tomato paste. Give that a good mix for about a minute and then add 4 to 5 roughly chopped tomatoes and cook them until they break down and they're nice and soft. Next up, some spices. I used Spanish paprika, a little turmeric, a little cumin powder, and gave that a good stir. You then want to add juice of 1 lemon, and then some chili flakes. Feel free to use fresh chili if you want. I also added salt and a tablespoon of raw sugar, just to cut the acidity of the tomatoes. Oh, beautiful. Add your potatoes back in there, give it a good stir, and garnish with spring onion or dhania, which is coriander, or parsley, and serve. Delicious. I can't have a potato recipe series without having the famous RÖSTI, all the way from Switzerland. So easy to make, so tasty. Grab your potatoes in a grater. You want to then grate your potatoes, not your knuckles. Be very careful. Grated knuckles are not fun, and you don't need to add any extra flavor to this RÖSTI. Potatoes and salt is just enough. I then added a tablespoon of salt and give it a few minutes. You'll get some starchy water coming out of your potatoes. You then can use a kitchen cloth to sort of squeeze that out, which I've done there already. I then added it to a pan that's got about a tablespoon of butter because butter makes the world better. Hey. Can't even talk because I love butter so much. Cover it with some foil and just cook it on medium flame for about 8 minutes. 8 to 9 minutes should be good. I then used my wooden cutter. You could use a plate, that's my cheese board actually, that I used to flip it over. Don't try to flip it over without help because it won't work. Cook the other side until it's nice and golden. That's it. This thing is the bomb with creamy sauces, with barbecue. Even if you like fry an egg and put it on top, it's still bomb. So guys, here's a quick tip. Whenever you're boiling potatoes, always boil extra. Don't worry about it. You can put it in the fridge and use it anytime during the week. It makes your life so much easier and faster. The more organized you're in your kitchen, the easier your life will be. And now we're going to make another recipe called gnocchi. Soft, pillowy potato. Tastes really good with sauces as well. I had about 5 mashed potatoes. I've added a cup of flour and about half a tablespoon of salt. I then added about half an egg to my mixture just to bind everything together. If you're going to use more than 5 potatoes, then you could use a whole egg. Because I only used 5 smallish potatoes. Half an egg works just fine. You want to knead this only for a minute maximum. Don't over knead it. And then roll it out and section it off. I'm telling you, this thing is so easy. Can't even keep up. I then used a fork to just shape it. You can use a hair pick, which is only for food. I specifically bought this for food, guys. For another tutorial, I'll link it up here if I don't forget. And then you can just smush your potato there lightly and just roll back and forth. And you'll make your cute little shape. Once you're done with shaping them, you're ready to cook them. Add them to some hot water. I'm going to cook this on medium heat until everything comes to the top. They rise up. We're not done. Next, you want to chuck them in a pan with some butter and just fry them up. Garnish with anything green you have, just for the pop of color, and that's it. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you'll miss out on part 2 of this series. And you don't want to miss part 2 because there's 3 other really good recipes coming your way. Goodbye.